From farm to factory, the journey of a cigarette is filled with shocking secrets. Wait until you see what really goes inside your next puff. It's a journey that's been going on for centuries. Millions around the world still light up every day. They're hooked on a habit that started ages ago. The Mayans and Aztecs were puffing away long before Columbus sailed the ocean blue. By the 16th century, tobacco had hopped the pond to Europe, and by the 19th century, it was as American as apple pie, or at least as American as apple pie was back then. Today, the cigarette industry is a well-oiled machine. It churns out millions of cigarettes every single day. It all starts with a tiny seed planted in the ground destined for a destiny it didn't exactly sign up for. Think about that next time you light up. Our story begins in the humble soil, where tobacco seeds, no bigger than a flea, get planted in comfy trays inside a greenhouse. It's like a kindergarten for nicotine. After about 7 weeks, they sprout up into seedlings, ready for the great outdoors. These little guys grow fast, reaching the height of a first grader before you know it. But a tobacco plant's life is no playground. Around July, they get a buzz cut, with farmers topping off the flowering parts. It seems harsh, but it's all about concentrating that nicotine punch in the leaves. Speaking of harsh, these plants also get dosed with growth inhibitors. Yeah, you heard that right. It's all about manipulating nature to get the most bang for the buck. The leaves soak up the sun, and after about a month, they start to turn a beautiful golden yellow. That's the signal harvest time. Giant machines rumble through the fields, uprooting the plants and spitting them onto conveyor belts. It's a mechanized ballet of agricultural efficiency. The leaves are then loaded up and shipped off to drying barns, where they'll transform from lush green to crispy brown. Now the real fun begins. The dried tobacco leaves arrive at the factory, ready for their makeover. They get sorted by size, type, and quality. It's like a tobacco beauty pageant, except everyone gets picked, eventually. Next, the leaves get a little spa treatment, a steam bath or a misting to make them pliable. Then comes the stripping, where machines separate the leaves from their stems. The stripped leaves are blended to create that signature flavor profile. Think of it like a chef mixing spices, but instead of a delicious meal you get what you get. The blended tobacco then goes through a magical machine that transforms it into a long, continuous rod. This thing is like a tobacco caterpillar, churning out over 7,000 meters of smokable goodness per roll. Finally, the rod gets chopped down to size, creating those familiar cigarette sticks. Final touches, filters, packaging, and quality control. No cigarette is complete without its filter and tipping paper. Machines attach these with lightning speed, making sure every puff is filtered, or at least as filtered as a cigarette can be. Once dressed, the cigarettes are ready for their close-up. Quality control inspectors scrutinize each one, ensuring there are no blemishes or imperfections. The chosen ones are then grouped and wrapped in shiny foil, ready for their iconic packaging. Cartons are filled, sealed, and stacked into boxes, ready to be shipped to every corner of the globe. The packaging serves two purposes: preserving that fresh from the factory flavor and, of course, displaying those eye-catching warnings about the dangers of smoking. A smokescreen of risks, the hidden costs. Now I know what you're thinking, Mike. You've described the whole process without once mentioning the elephant in the room. Well, here it is, folks. Smoking is bad for you. Real bad. It's like playing Russian roulette with your lungs. But you know that already, don't you? The warnings are right there on the pack. Still, millions choose to light up. It's a personal choice, but it's also a reminder that even the most meticulously crafted products can have hidden costs. Now that you know the surprising journey behind every cigarette, the question is, will you ever see them the same way again? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more eye-opening discoveries.